Chapultepec Park in Mexico City is not just any park. It's one of the largest urban parks in the world, so humongous they call it the lungs of Mexico City because of its green spaces, lakes, and forests right in the heart of the city. In this video, we'll show you not just the most iconic highlights, but also unique, lesser-known pockets of the park. Stick around to the end for the hidden gems that made our visit special and where to find the best city views like a local. To introduce ourselves, we're the Slomad Travellers. We're Canadians with a nomadic spirit who seek a local experience and off-the-beaten-path adventures. Welcome to our channel. Before even entering the park, we had some quesadillas and strolled down Reforma, one of Mexico City's most iconic boulevards, inspired by the Champs-Élysées in Paris. For a local experience, join the locals on Sunday morning where the street is closed to cars and you can join the locals for a run, walk, or bike ride. Weekends are ideal for wandering through this massive park. You'll see food stalls, local street performers, and musicians, and it's all free. If you're into museums, don't miss our separate video on the top museums in Chapultepec. So, as one of the largest urban parks in the world, how large really is it? Well, it's the largest park in the Western Hemisphere, even bigger than Central Park in New York City. It's more than just green space, it's packed with museums, a castle, botanical gardens, a zoo, lakes, and sculptures. You could spend days exploring and still not see it all. So why is Chapultepec Park special to Mexico City? It all has to do with water. The Aztecs used to get their fresh water from Chapultepec Park as it used to be a lake. They were told to build their city where they saw an eagle eating a snake on a cactus, and they found that spot smack in the middle of a lake. Over time, the Spanish drained the lake to build the modern city, but Mexico City, because it sits on soft ground, is slowly sinking even to this day. That's why you see cracked streets and flooding. Ironically, the city now has water shortages, even though it was once surrounded by lakes. The Botanical Gardens in the park are really underrated. Besides being a peaceful, less visited section, it's one of the most biodiverse areas in Mexico City, growing plants mostly only found in Mexico, many of which are critically endangered. It's also a cactus wonderland, and you can relax in hammocks while enjoying its open-air library. One of the best things to do in the park is visit the Chapultepec Zoo. It's completely free and is surprisingly good. A standout for me by far was seeing the axolotl, a near extinct species only found in the Mexico City area, which look like tiny water dragons. They stay forever young, never losing their juvenile features, and can even regrow body parts like their heart, brain, and limbs. Next, tucked near the base of the Chapultepec Hill are the remains of Montezuma's baths. These were once royal baths fed by springs from Chapultepec, reserved for Aztec emperors. We got to stand where royalty once came to recharge. Nearby is one of my favorite hangout spots, a space lined with fountains and sculptures where you'll see locals lounging, chatting, or reading a book. We love just walking around here and hanging out on the benches. And okay, I admit I made a special detour to see the Canada Totem Pole. As a Canadian, I couldn't resist. It was a gift from the Canadian government in the 1960s, and it's definitely worth a quick visit if you're Canadian or just curious. Now for the crown jewel of the park, the Chapultepec Castle. Perched on a hill, this historic castle was once an imperial palace and now houses a museum. Walking through, you'll see stunning rooms, murals, and artifacts. But the real reward is the view. From the top, you get sweeping panoramas of the city, an unbeatable photo spot. The best thing about it is the views. However, if you want even better views than the castle that most people don't know about, take the cable car over Chapultepec Park. To take the cable car, take the cable bus line 2, which starts just outside the park and glides over Chapultepec and its forest. In the spring, the forest is dotted with jacaranda trees, and the purple blossoms make it feel magical. It's how the locals see the park from the air, and it's an experience not many tourists know about, but it was one of our favorites. We really found the park has something for everyone. We hope you found this guide helpful, and if you're looking for more hidden gems in Mexico City, feel free to check out my Mexico playlist. If you enjoyed coming on our journey, please like, comment, and subscribe, and see you for the next one. For tips on funding your next trip, whether you're slow traveling or just going on vacation, check out the link to our website in the comments below.